Over the last few years, I've helped several campervan owners, or maybe potential owners, but sometimes I need help myself. I need advice, inspiration, ideas, or just another person to run things by. We all have problems in some shape or form. We could all do with the help of others from time to time. What's your problem? Clogged DPF? Bi-turbo issue? You don't know what conversion to choose, your battery isn't charging, your solar panel's delaminating, or even more dangerous, your tyres delaminating. You could have water in your footwell, you can't choose between two products. Your bed may be uncomfortable and you need a mattress topper. You may also have cancer or maybe a heart problem like me. And there's a big reason why I do mention those last two. Do stick with me, that is quite important. Campervan ownership or the start of the journey can raise certain questions, and as individuals we don't have all the answers. We need help from others. This video has partly been brought about by some comments which I had on a recent video, plus I saw a post on a Facebook group which totally restored my faith, and I just wanted to share that. So let's start by talking about vans, campervans, and I've spoken previously about the various different brands and the positives of a Volkswagen. Yes, they cost more. They may not have this or that, or this has to be paid extra for, blah, blah, blah. But people want to buy them. Without going into all the various different reasons, some people buy for the badge. Sometimes people want the heritage. Maybe they had the older model from the 50s or the 60s, and now they want the modern version. You might be interested in the VW scene, or the vast selection of aftermarket parts, accessories, etc. The VW campervan has a following like no other. You don't see transit owners waving to each other, or the Fiat Talento campervan meets. And let me quickly just say, as always, regardless of the brand which we've got, we can all enjoy the same outdoors. And I love the fact that I've got some subscribers, some of you viewers, you watch these videos and you've not got a Volkswagen, you've got a variety of brands, and you've chosen your van because it suits you. Yet you come up to me and tell me that you enjoy watching my videos. But then there are actually also some quite negative comments who clearly don't like VWs and are quite vocal on the subject. Also on the subject of waving, I know not everybody does wave, and I don't wave first, but I will always wave back. If I see you, I don't always see vans till late. Anyway, back to the following VWs have. Due to this large following, it has led to the formation of interest groups, forums, Facebook groups, clubs, shows, festivals that we can all be part of if we wish. We don't have to though. If that's not for you, then you don't need to. But if you have a problem, then it means there is help, usually within a matter of minutes. Watch this, I'm going to show you. There are lots of different Facebook groups, a lot having similar people who are part of them, but each of these Facebook groups has been set up for different reasons with different goals. There are national ones, multinational ones, some with large numbers of members, and then you've also got some of the smaller ones as well. I don't know what's in your area, but in my area there's quite a lot of groups, and I'm sure there's no doubt going to be quite a lot near you. Communities of other owners, like-minded individuals, communities that we'll come back to in a little moment. So anyway, proving to you, I'm going to choose here one of the larger groups, and there are several of these large groups, but for very good reason I'm going to particularly choose this one. The one I'm choosing is Dubbed Out VW Community, which I'm sure you will have come across. So anyway, let's get on here and ask a question. So what I'm going to say is, can you recommend a projector in my van for outside use as well as inside use? And also, are animals allowed at the Dubbed Out Festival? I'm going to be bringing my flamingo, and people seem to love it when I'm on site, and they're always happy to come and say hello to me. So there we go, posted. So anyway, it is now 9:15ish on a Friday. So yeah, this is Friday, it's raining, we're just getting into the weekend. I'm not quite sure how many people are going to be on the group, but I have posted that, so let's see what happens. Hopefully I'll get a quick response. The Dubbed Out Festival has grown and has become extremely popular, and it featuring not only lots of campervan related things, but also live music, activities, things for the children, lots of food and drink options as well. It's one of the bigger VW events in the calendar. Lots of people getting together, sharing stories, creating memories, and generally just having a fantastic time. There's lots of smaller events as well during the year by the same organisers, but all of them are currently in the north, So for me, being a southerner, I'm not really a southerner, am I? I'm a northerner, but I'm living down south now. But I do know that they are going to be looking to expand some events down here. But there are various different ones throughout the country. You've got VW campouts, spring camps, summer camps, Oktoberfest. And more why all that matters in a moment. It's all good. There's lots of positivity. Regarding the other Facebook groups, we know that the internet can be hostile, with some people sarcastic, unhelpful answers can be returned. But that's why these groups have administrators, to cut out all the negativity, with exactly this being stated in the rules: no trolling, lewd behaviour, etc. I'm not sure if my flamingo post is going to get through. Unfortunately, there's too much of that negativity at the moment, which is why I was and am pleased to see what I saw, what I witnessed on one of these Facebook groups, the Dubbed Out community. And it's not probably really the right thing for me to say that it's a good thing, because it isn't, but you will understand what I mean. Anyway, back to this question. We're now a couple of minutes after I've actually asked it. Let's see if there's anything come on there. So there you go. We have one person who's answered the question, and I'm not going to show you his name or anything, but it's also giving me the current score of the Portugal-France game. After 69 minutes and 1 second, it's still 0-0. Yes, I'm missing that to actually do this video, because I've got to change a plan for my video this week. I didn't intend to do this one, but I'm doing it now. And he's recommended the Nebula Max. So there you go. If you need help, we can ask the questions. We can obtain a quick response. It'd probably be even quicker if it wasn't a Friday night. We can get the guidance and support which we need really, really easy. Just a few steps by clicking away on a keyboard. But the community is much more than that. There's also the physical side of it as well. Today, when this video goes live, I'm sure many of you are going to have been to the Cruise to the Prom in Weston-super-Mare, or perhaps you spent the weekend at Camper Jam, or you might be at home this weekend preparing for that Dubbed Out festival, or maybe at just a small meet at the local farm shop, maybe having breakfast, or going to a local coffee shop, having a coffee with a few other campervan owners. There's all these meets where we can meet other owners, ask these questions face to face, discover what others have done to their vans and where you're going to be going and spending your money next. You've seen the colour of a van which you haven't seen before because it's a custom paint job. You get chatting to the owner and you realise what they've done inside is even better than what they've done on the outside, and now you want the same done to yours. You can gain so much inspiration and ideas from seeing what other people have done. There is new technology and new designs coming out all the time. So seeing these in the flesh, it can make your buying decisions much easier. This is even more beneficial if you're looking to buy a new conversion, trying to decide whether you want a rib bed or a rock and roll bed, which popped up to buy. Well, you can look at potentially hundreds of vans and look to see what suits you. A lot of owners will actually allow you to have a good nosy around the van, maybe check out that sprung popped up bed frame, demonstrate the heating system, how it works, or maybe see that projector system which they fitted in their van. Nebula Max has told me how cool, easy and functional their control panel is. That one is far better than just a few basic switches which you can get in a lot of conversions, and they might even be surprised at actually how little more that actually costs. You were considering that air suspension, especially with all the positive comments which you've seen on the online groups, but you want to drive a van with it fitted first. Well, I'm sure in your local community there's going to be somebody there who's going to allow you to take it out, demo it, see what it's like on those roads. I'm going to be demoing a van in the next week or so, which is going to have nearly 1,000 horsepower. Probably not something I'm ever going to do to my van, but I can't wait to see it. Yeah, it's petrol and sounds absolutely amazing. It's just waiting to be tuned up at the moment. Cannot wait to get in that. And yes, I will be bringing a video of it. There really is no better way of viewing and seeing what's best for you, as the variety of vans, accessories and appliances is far wider than any single campervan conversion company can show you. There will no doubt be all the brands present at these meeting places with various different price points for you to see. You can discuss your problems with others and find the solutions. That rattling noise which you've been concerned about in your van is now solved because a kind person who you was talking to had exactly that same problem and they shared the solution with you. That's only one side of it though. There is the human side, the personal side of it all. Some owners love the outdoors and like camping, getting out in the van, exploring nature, maybe taking part in outdoor activities such as cycling, surfing, paddleboarding, or my new personal favourite, which is my inflatable kayak. I absolutely love that. This could be one of the reasons why they bought the van, and they're not interested in speaking to other owners. They're not interested in seeing what other people have done or making new friends. Others, however, want to be part of a community. They want to make new friends and spend time with others. Sometimes this can be an absolutely huge positive. They love getting out to these meets, having a coffee and a cake with other owners, chatting, laughing, and just enjoying the scene. Mental health is often talked about in this modern world which we live in, and it's a fact that the outdoor lifestyle benefits this, but also so does talking to people, and the VW community can support this. Last year I spent 2 weeks in hospital with my heart, and I hadn't actually posted a video. It wasn't really something which was on top of my mind at the time, but after a conversation with a visitor, they suggested that I might do a video just to explain why I'm not around. So I did a quick video. Sorry, I'm not around at the moment. But since then, my word, the cry out for support, messages, well wishes, not only in comments, but when people have seen me out and about, when I've been at these events, I even got seen in a supermarket the other day, and somebody actually said, "Oh, you're looking really well, you've lost a lot of weight." Yeah, thanks for that. I've actually put on weight, but obviously it must be the camera making me look thinner. But these people care, people who don't really know me, yet they take out time to actually ask how I am. There can be loads of negative comments, horrible things can be said and done. Some comments in my recent video reiterate this, regarding people spoiling it for others. But it's not all bad. Our community really does care. The comments on the Facebook groups are not all negative. They're not all people saying, you shouldn't have bought that, it's rubbish, you should have bought this instead, and you shouldn't have done this, and you shouldn't have done that. There's a lot of positivity out there as well. Now, just a quick scan through these Facebook pages and on this dubbed out community again, and the comment numbers are really low, and the likes, 22 against 29, 17 against 31. You got 19 comments, and this is like 14 hours old. You got mine, which is now, it's got 2 comments now. Another vote for the Nebula, so obviously that's a good one to have. So what I'm trying to say is the comments are generally not particularly high. However, there is a post from a poor gentleman in our community who's just started chemotherapy. The post has an incredible amount of interactions, over 550 likes and 150 comments. It is by far the most interacted with post for a long time. And it just goes to show that the amount of love and caring which is within our community, people don't have to comment, yet they do because of genuine concern. With truly awful situations such as that, there isn't really anything which we can offer to help other than our moral support. But that's where we can help others who may be suffering with mental health. We can be there and are there for our community. Our community is absolutely amazing in the main. I'm sure that many of you can tell me positive stories of great experiences which you've had and people who you've met. If you've had any, then do let me know these good experiences in the comments. And remember, our community is a wonderful place. We don't have to have this negativity. That post just shows that there's so many good people out there, so much love and caring in our community. Let's keep it that way. Let's filter out that negative. Let's just help each other and support each other where we possibly can. It doesn't matter whether you've got a Volkswagen, whether you've got a Ford, whether you've got that Fiat, whether you've got a Renault or a Peugeot, we can still get out and we can still enjoy that outdoor experience. Breathe in the same fresh air, stay at the same campsites. But the community which we've got whilst we're there with these people, we can spend that time with these people and just be nice to these people. We're all human beings. Life is really short. We need to make the most of it. Let's cut out this negativity and let's concentrate on the positive. And if you're going away to a campsite anytime soon, then you may want to hear why you might be denied access. Thanks for watching, take care, and I hope to see you soon.